What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? We here. We here. Where is home?
I forget who it was who coined the expression, but he tortured the data one that they look to test anything. If you mine data and
What's good, y'all? This way, APX trading stream, man. This way you come get your chart setups. This way you come to get your economics. This way you come to get the news. So let's get into it, man. NASDAQ futures are down, S&P futures are down, Dow futures are down. We got some good news overnight though. We got some good news overnight.
When you get these periods of high volatility, you see investors shifting into lower risk stocks, diversifying their portfolios, and looking for value stocks. I think that's where you define it. Value by PE, is it value by price to book? Is there any kind of consistency like there? Any define that? Well, firstly, we like to use multiple measures. We like to look at relative price to earnings, price to cash flow, price to book, price to sales, price to dividends, plus buyback. Using multiple measures to define the picture. But right. But the relatively simple ways that Russell, for instance, tried to pick between growth and value are perfectly adequate. So what we find is that periods of turbulence need to apply the same thing.
BTC. What's good, chat? What's good, chat? What happened to Shador? Destiny, good morning. Shout out to my Apex team, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, man. I'm just trying to look. It's up. We up. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Gotta thank God for look. Everybody trying to make it a Friday. I'm trying to make it to Monday. I'm trying to make it to Monday. You know what I mean? Happy Friday, yo. Happy Friday. But I'm looking at this HEMS trade. Pre-market is well, let me make sure I put this on. But yeah. Pre-market, we're looking to push down. So I enter here. I gotta keep firing. I gotta keep firing, man. I gotta. The setup is a setup. I gotta keep firing, even when it's when it feels like it's not necessarily working. You gotta keep firing. You got to, because the time that when you stop firing, that's gonna be the time where it go in your favor. So gotta have proper risk management. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep firing. But we got some gaps to fill. So I mean, Well, I thought the same thing on Honor. But look, if you are in Apex, please do not miss this weekend. I'm gonna be showing you guys a lot of stuff. Well, not necessarily a lot, but some very, very important stuff. Yeah. But I'm about to send a message to Telegram, so take Telegram in a second.
Right now, as you speak, they have a lot of things going on. Just to get a lot of deal. It's good to start up the other third deal. So we say you got to do this. So we're trying to get out of the war. So we pay 5,000 for a week. And that's what my case is. So I want to say 5,000 young men. They have to be going to the training and lesson. 5,000 young to training and lesson men. And that's the big honor. That's the deal. That's it. So pretty close. I do that plan is doing very well. When we try to get a table, we're going to make that be very rich. Very, very rich. It's already happening. Thanks very much. And I was saying that my President Donald Trump students, reporters, moments in jail. Let's bring back David Rob or not. So Rob, we know this because this is an opportunity to find to basically define what is going to happen with our trade relations with the rest of the world. And
All right, y'all can check Telegram now. But yeah, man. We just waiting. We just patiently waiting. I gotta put the new picks in APX. So those will be in there very, very soon. I'll put them in today. It'll take me about 5 minutes. But
tomorrow also. What's going to happen on the trading versus on the fair? None of us know. I don't think we can trust them. It's a game of high stakes business. And so the way this plays out is relatively high.
Watch the door and get picked, man. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Giants, you ain't had no good QB since Eli. What's going on, man? What's going on? It'd be crazy to see like the headlines that they actually post versus the headlines that actually came out. So it's very, very imperative that we do the research. What you see on ES, NASDAQ, and the Dow. Yeah, like, come on, man. Why y'all hating on Shador? I will say, I feel like, sometimes I feel like it's a good thing that he didn't, go in the first round. Because it should not do nothing but light that fire up under you. Like I know from I keep telling you, I'm gonna tell my story. 2026. So before I started doing alpha investing in APX. October was like the worst month of my entire life. From October 1st to October 31st. And I was talking to our friend. He was like, man, he was talking to he was like he was talking to his girlfriend about me. He was like, man, if this affect him how I think it's gonna affect him, he about to turn up. He about to turn up. So like sometimes you need something that's going. You need to get like broken. You need to like your everything that you hoped and dreamed for needs to get broken so you can like come back and come back with some vengeance. And come back with some vengeance. So um you know he definitely he can get a little bit stronger. So I hope he, you know, uses this motivation because he can get slimmer. He definitely can get slimmer. He can get in the weight room. He can get his arm, you know, stronger. He can get a little bit slimmer so he can be more agile. I think all those things are definitely going to be important. But Steelers, like, come on, him with DK and um Higgins. What? And you got Mason Rudolph, and you decided not like Mike Tomlin. I appreciate you. We mess with you. We know you ain't had a losing season, but if you have a losing season now with Mason Rudolph, I just want to know why you didn't. I want to know. I just, you know, personally, I just want to know why why um he didn't take him. Why he ain't take him? Why he ain't take him? So, but yeah, man, let's scan for these trades. Um, let's see what we got. I still like Tesla going short to the downside when the time comes. And really, I just been scanning through the Nasdaq. I haven't scanned through the S&P 500. Um, Even when I do scan through the S&P 500, it's like the setup either needs to be so good that I feel like I cannot ignore it, or it needs to be like a company that is volatile. And I'm thinking about going long. I'm thinking about going long because I keep, you know, I'm trying to go short, set up there, but maybe I do have to ask myself, like, okay, are we down enough to a point where the market wants to do nothing but necessarily go like, but the setup is a setup, so I gotta follow the setup. So I'm gonna follow the setup. But um I definitely need to be more neutral. Talent, look, man, if you missed it, it's okay. I'm gonna tell you guys where it's gonna come down to. Only if you are in Apex, though. I'm gonna let y'all know where it's gonna come down to. It's okay. Don't panic. I got you. I know. I know. I got you. I got you. Don't panic. Um, Pepsi and the Nasdaq. It's crazy. 8:30 market open. So let's see. All right, we in. I got so if you guys I put it in Apex, but I am in not two. I am in Him's puts at the moment. Um and it's looking like we pushing lower. We definitely got this gap to fill. Um for sure. Um so we shall see. I'm up 7%. And remember, if we get positive 20%, We shouldn't lose a trade. So even like ARM, I was up 20%, like 24% on ARM. So I got some profit off the table for sure. Just obviously wanted the trade to go all the way in our favor to take advantage of all four contracts. But Hills is pretty much pushing down. I know if we can get past this 20 EMA, which is bouncing off of, then we can definitely push down and fill the gap for sure. And then y'all know what we should be doing after that. But yeah, man, if we can push down to like $25, and that'd be the hardest thing too. So like when you see it bounce up from a level, I will say it's definitely hard to keep holding it, but you have to. But that's the power of having multiple contracts. So if you got multiple contracts, right? Let's say like emotionally, I just couldn't handle this. There's nothing wrong with you taking profit. I'm up 13% at this level, 14% at this level. So it's nothing wrong. If you wanted to take profit, it's nothing wrong with that at all. So that's something you can do.
Not just the value play that you recommend, but also the small cap value. It's not profitable. I mean, the part, right? You have 2,000 is not profitable, and I guess you have to be to make a job. You have to have any, right? If you're measuring.
And then sometimes, like what I do, I go on a 10-minute chart. So you can see like on the 10-minute chart, basically, like I'm sure this is where the 20 EMA is on the 2-hour. So I'm on the 10-minute trying to see if we're gonna just push past it. And if we can close past it on the 10-minute, we got 6 minutes left and we really rejecting from this level. But if we can close below here and get another push down, that would be great. We got to fill this gap anyway. But again, we have a bigger gap to fill down here. We constantly pushing this level. So I just like I don't trade off the 10-minute. I have a friend who does. There's nothing wrong with you trading off the 10-minute, but just for what I'm trying to do as far as swing trading, there's really no reason for me to. But as a investor, as a trader, it's good for you to be able to use all time frames. So I just go on the 10-minute to get a little bit more detail and kind of see like what's happening now, and then just see if we are going to reject from a level. So we did break past it a little bit, but if I was to like draw a level 2711 is where it is. But we keep testing it, and the more and more we test the level, and then obviously if we close below all these EMAs on it pretty much on any time frame, it's going to start acting as resistance. So if we close below these levels, it would be very, very beneficial for us for sure. But I definitely am going to scale out a contract once we close this gap. So that would be one contract that I would take off the table, or not necessarily one contract, but like, so if you have, it would be your first, if you have multiple contracts, it would be like your first set. So how we want to scale out, well, we should be scaling out in this environment. We should be doing, if you have 4 contracts, take 2 off the table at 20% to ensure you're not losing money at all. And then take profit on the second one at a different level, around 50%. And then you can take profit on the third level at either pretty much the last target. But yeah. So we shall see. We got 4 minutes left on this 10-minute candle. And we got a nice strong push down. In Telegram, no stock picks? No stock picks? I ain't got no stock pick in a minute. None. It is a lot. It is a lot of assets in there. I would say it's a lot. Mm, mm, mm. Was breaking? Mm, 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 mm. Um, do I have a China news source? I need to know what they're saying. Who Kevin versus who to leave? That's a good question. I do. I will go over that with you, and I'm putting in Telegram.
There's so much interesting about these triple leverage and double leverage ETFs. First, they put it in an ETF wrapper. So why not? The issue is the passive. I'm doing this on a $5 million scale. Oil at the top and oil ETFs, triple leverage ETFs, is astonishing. Typically, you're looking at 10 to 20% oil rate costs. Silver, there's a 3x leverage. Silver ETF, long and short. You short both of them, you actually do that. Very cool. And you capture the volatility down. But to short, the short ETF, you're going to up to 7 hours of the course of the week. So I was shocked. I did that one on a very small scale. And I was shocked I need money in order to count the thousand make $20. But that's just on the top. Now, put this into an ETF and kudos to the folks who want to do the ETF. It's a clever idea. On paper, it would be I worry. I'm doing it on a $5 million scale. And
but yeah, check Telegram. Google. Google. Who capping versus who do we believe? So I found it funny how it was reported overnight that China is thinking about, or that China is considering lowering their tariff. So you would think the market would pop because of that. And it didn't. So Google came through. I like Google. They definitely got some issues. I just like other companies over Google, but Google should, like, they have two. Okay, they have two. This is why it's good to read The Creature of Jekyll Island. You do know if while every, I know, because I know, like, as an average, like a newer investor, you get worried about like lawsuits and stuff. Please, they've been getting all the minerals from the Congo for I don't know how long. So I mean, know what I'm saying? So they just gonna pay a fine and they're gonna be okay. But Google Google is underrated, man. Google is underrated. Like they've been doing good with their AI. They've been catching up in AI. They've been doing good there for sure. It's just not their mind. It's mind share. This is why like my mind share is a moat. Mind share. Um. So like they're not like the first choice. They're not the first. They're not the first company you think of when it comes to AI. That company is obviously up in the AI with ChatGPT. So, come on, Tesla, what we doing? What we doing, Tesla? Now look, Elon, I know you know what you're good for. You know what you're good for. If I get in on this short, you gotta forgive me. You know I rock with you long term. You know I rock with you long term. But right now, I gotta get some cash flow from you, dog, because you've been tripping. Yeah, you've been tripping. So, boy, and it's Friday. See what them contracts looking like. Uh, 'Imagine doing a 0 day option and never learn. Um, Let me see. What is this? 270. 75. Mm, um, 275 put or like a 280 put on Tesla once it hits that level. Don't do it. It's a trap. Hey, man, look, I'm gonna just take calls then once it get to that level, man. I'm gonna just take calls, cause, man, man, Elon dog. This market is so unpredictable. Um, this probably will be the hardest market to trade in a long for another probably 10 years, 15 years. Because we're not doing nothing to get it whipsawed. Um, where the market is just like ripping back and forth. Um, Let me check on some stocks real quick.
this market, similar to what people do NASA, I'm kidding. It's like a few on after that, but the small. We haven't taken a meeting right now, down about 7 cents. I'm kind of on down right now. I've been worse because silent loans from the marketplace Bloomberg has told me the slide plus indicator. Bloomberg in August of 2008, and that means its perfect record is good. 6 months out, it was down good. 12 months out, it was down good. So that's the next one. We're talking about these crazy markets that you find it on there. You can definitely see how facilities and multi-asset.
Why nobody talking about Bitcoin? Why ain't nobody asking about Bitcoin?
He's had a great updates 3 in a row.
Go ahead, buy it. Press buy. Press buy. Go ahead. Go ahead, push it up. Push it up. What XRP doing, man? Like we just sitting in the same, you know what I'm saying? We just sitting in the same little spot. We sit in the same spot, which I think they're doing the same thing to XRP that they were doing to Bitcoin. I'm about to I mean, if we look at the chart, real quick at APX, if you can see what percent upside you have from like 1.9. See what percent upside you have from 1.9. So but man, let's see what we're doing. We got 1 minute left. We still
about finance technology is not really nice. Is this an absolute sea change in global trade? Will the dollar remain the world reserve currency? It's still by treasuries and kind of here. Yeah, I think the one thing the dollar, we get the result how it's still good one. Is the system of marketing. I trust in the international community. I'm definitely been trusted with the influence institution of concept of US surplus. I think it's an added situation, right? Fiscal maxi policy in the US is so strict, and that's going to also have an impact on real estate. Is much better. That's why the market price can get outcome.
So last night, let's see. Because I know I'll be up. It definitely be confusing at first, but like when I'm Like to see headlines come out, like the real ones, then see what they report after, and then see how the market responds. Oh no, Glenda, it's looking. I don't know. We got the 200 EMA right here too. It's just looking ripe. It's looking ripe right now. It's looking real. It's looking real. It's like an apple. It's like when the apple blooms, or when they turn from green to yellow. That's what this is. That's what this is becoming. That's what this is becoming. I don't know. Going to say don't do it. So can we have a vote? Can we have a team vote? Can we have a vote? All in favor. All in favor of going short, say aye. All not in favor. All not in favor. That's how it's gonna be eventually. What y'all think? Well, all right, let's come on, vote. Everybody vote. Cash and vote. We going long or we going short? What we doing? But man, short is coming. All right. And we got a gap to fill. Why is the market? So I was watching, the show. We got to see if he actually returns back to Tesla. He said in a month. So I mean, I would if I lost 130 billion. But I keep saying that Tesla never moved off of for a company. If it was any other company to miss revenue and earnings, not only did they miss, but he missed badly. If it was any other company, it would have been down 25%. It would have been down 25%. So mm, 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 mm. What you got, Hims? But yeah, let's look at Tesla, man. Make sure I got this drawing accurately. Sorry. One thing I will say I do not want to do is yeah, yeah. Um, I will say, okay, so sometimes if we look at Tesla, we go out. Uh, if we look at Tesla and we go out, miss, beat, miss, miss, miss. So sometimes when like the expectations just become so low, investors, it's just like the market. Sometimes you don't necessarily need like good news. You need like not bad enough news. Because investors, they ask themselves like, oh, how bad can it get? How much worse can it get? That becomes a question. But me, I ain't looking at it like that. Until that issue is fixed, or the chart tells me something different, then I really don't change my standpoint. But man, but yeah, so it's like sometimes the hopes can just be like you can beat a company down or a stock down so much that like investors are looking for anything better than the worst case scenario. And the worst case scenario was him saying like, yeah, I know you guys want me to return back to Tesla. I will, but there are a lot of issues that still need to be fixed at Doge that will ultimately benefit Tesla in the end. But basically saying that he was going to stay at Doge, right? So that was the worst case scenario. Um, and that didn't happen. So Michigan final April consumer sentiment fell to 52.2. The estimation was 50.5. So we had to be on that.
They had previously reached market pretty substantial. And
U.S. pharma tariffs will raise U.S. drug costs by 51 billion annually, report finds. I'm weak.
Every survey, every measure of consumer or business confidence is having an outsized impact on marketing. Of course, we are in the market, we're trading on feelings and not always facts. And I say this is particularly true as we move side by all these headlines over the course of last week. That's not right. You have three consecutive periods of 1.5% in the market. I would tell you that it's not a opinion or a sustained period, but people feel good about the market. A lot of short covering, a lot of rebounding. But in general, the number of questions is still enormously high as we enter into and it's exactly
We do have to slide, right?
which we now know has been a positive indicator. I've seen that the last 20 times here. So I will find
Novo, fight back. Come on, get up. Get up. Get up, Novo. Get up. You gotta get up. You gotta get up. The inflation 1 year expectation came down from 6.7% to 6.5%. Is that a good thing though? It's still at 6.5%. So we just gonna act like that's not high. So to put this back into perspective. So when y'all are asking me, or people be asking me, is this price gonna go here? Yes. But guess what? SPY, QQQ, gold. That's what you do. That's the safest thing to do. SPY, QQQ, gold. Buy every month. Every time it drops, you need to. Anytime that portfolio drops, like maybe I don't know, 10%, 8 to 10%, press buy. Or just buy in the middle of the month. Just buy like on the 15th of every month. Schedule it and buy on the 15th of every month. Because usually the middle of the month is weaker. The beginning and the end is strong. I lost my confidence in Nova Leaps got out, especially with Trump trying to take them. Yeah, smart. Don't miss. It's Sunday. We gonna go over that. What company we gonna put them in on? But it's almost time. Almost time. Man, I like I like doing Tesla. I like doing calls and puts on Tesla. But one thing I will say, um, like it the fear of going short on Tesla is very extravagant going into a weekend. That's what I will say. But I mean, it's nothing. It's nothing for it to gap higher any other time. So I mean, I guess it's pretty much the same. I guess it's the same. But but yeah. Okay. Now let me look at these other ones. Yeah, do not miss this perfect segue. Do not miss if you're in Apex, please do not miss this call. But if you do miss it, watch the replay ASAP. 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 Um mm, 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 mm. What? If Trump does successfully take over Greenland, would that not make Novo an American-like company like they did with TSM? Maybe, maybe, maybe. Man, I keep saying this. If Novo was an American company, it would not be down. Dang, Hemis, Hemis, Lord, you gonna do me like that? It's all good. No hard feelings, him. It's all good. We gonna catch you on the flip side. It's all good. But Tesla. Here we go. Let me go ahead and get this ready, man. Let me go ahead and get this ready. Patience, patience. All right, man. Let's take it for a spin, Tesla. Here we go. I'm gonna be ultra patient.
sales, and are they gonna cost 25% more now? But without a concern, and the short answer is no. Hopefully right now, we're at 10%, which proves that the 90 projects out there. Maybe so, we're evaluating really what of that do we pass on. I mean, that's something that we consider. We have a very certain age, we also effectively adapt to those price elasticity with purchasers and other we got a pretty good plan to get areas through the insights and distribution time in the next couple months. It's a person who hopefully by the end of December, I have a pretty clear idea of what we're doing. So, how much maybe states that now?
I need to add. Best Buy had an update options. What was this? 270, 346. All right, 273. That's what we're looking for. And then real quick, if we look at the overall market today, you see today is more risk on. Consumer staples going down while tech it's going up. And you see like kind of healthcare coming down too. But everything is kind of green today. Even like the NASDAQ is pushing up 0.44%. S&P is up 0.15%.
Actually, last week, I was going to see after a huge see the most I and I think it's important to understand what we have as a bank and God they have everything. So that was my responsibility. As a result, we feel, let's say, positive feedback and market on what we say that we had pretty comfortable with the rest of the board. All of it I wonder about the dirt light specifically because this is a unique place where
you know, one automotive company, well, I'll put in Telegram, but
and that is really I've been a big driver of this project because of that, because not only did they this but also good for accessibility of it. The excellent article I read a few months ago about what the American works of the people that allow people to improve the dominant American brand out there. But really, most people start with every things. Right? And so, as you know, more something about that. So it's fine. You love it. We make that emotional connection and operate make up. So my question is, when there's a thing value, it has to be really right. It's not style as well as it is. But a dirt bike, you can already assemble in units. And you thought about bringing anyways up production over to it. Well, as you mentioned, it's going to be argument that maybe the really important expertise that start from, let's say, the bottom up, and now they're building it out. So I would say nothing is left off the table because we have to make sure that in order to recite the Christ at the point where we assess them. No, you also need to get your confidence on something.
Because we don't have a lot of time left, but I wanted to get that attention. Because all we were saying about it, it's all about driver, talk about one thing, how you bring the picture. If you don't have to learn how to stuff it to shop, there is no way I would buy I'm not going to say I'm also not. But the thing is about simply, the class, and if you get yourself there, and you wonder how you have to go about changing that narrative and bringing it up to
I think that's another great question. All the possibilities of the actually really and you don't want to anesthetize the experience, people can enjoy it. But all of the technology that we developed in the internet, it's not around it, not we actually let technology certainly develop now with the 20 products that they use. And so when it comes to things like traffic control and airline plates, and basically the stability to control the radar. The radar exactly that actually helps prevent these blind spots. Those are the sorts of things that do more make the brand and more accessible. People and also alleviate some of those concerns that you have. But quite candidly, it's not only probably less like not even I would say it's a third thing. So for me, like Keanu, like Brad Pitt, like Josh Brolin, and that. But it's therapy. I need to clear my head, to get my to shut down. I need to like I got on there, like this again, it's like this exciting. I mean, that is like that is you can't control the trying and when you're control it's like it's acting pretty much controllable, but the feel of that is really something that we all CEO of the college of North America. Now it's that I let's get to all things far as I talk about on this podcast. We're taking that Oxford seat with Anna Elliott. I would download it. I think it's on or on Spotify, on Apple Contact. You like it, a lot of parts. Yes, I see it. That's the right place. We do so the company is done. Yes, but it's like this one. See, these professionals are committed not even more vessels. That's why it's not weird. I'm able to see that these professionals
Bank indexes form the death cross. Who y'all think taking Shador? I don't got no NFL insider. I got no NFL insider. Got some insiders now, but not for the NFL. I'm just mad the Steelers ain't pick them. And we back negative on the S&P, like golly, and NASDAQ. This volatility, man, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Where's NVIDIA? So if you pulled up yesterday, I told you 106, 108, and then 111. We at 107. I think we hit 108 already. I think. I ain't seen no Hams commercial in a minute. This is an Amazon commercial. I ain't seen no Hams commercial in a minute. What y'all, come on, what we doing? What's going on? What's going on? Oh yeah, and RFJK, he ain't playing with y'all. He said, nope, we ain't. That food die, take that out. Take that out. We did have some earnings today. So AbbVie, they reported earnings. Let's see how that affected them. They beat on revenue and earnings, so that was good. Sometimes when I be looking at the charts that I drew in the past, I'm just like, bro, what was you thinking? I'm just like, sometimes I just be like, what did you see there? What did you see there? But wait on Tesla, man. The Trump administration is pressuring Europe to reject a new AI rule book. What does this mean? So the rule book would compel developers of advanced artificial intelligence to follow stricter standards of transparency, risk mitigation, and copyright rules. Anyway, let's look at this Tesla play, man. We getting close to the level. Gotta stay patient. Come on, dog. You want to push down? Just go ahead and come up real quick. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Just a little smidge bit. Little smidge bit. I really think so. This is how the market is moving. So like All right. So the market is like, if you ever watch a scary movie and you know, like when when the people come out and they be looking like you about to try to make a run for it, right? And they be looking, they be like, and then they just start walking, start creeping, trying to not be heard, right? And then boom, soon as the killer come back out, it's like back down we go. It's like reliving that over and over again. Mm, 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 mm. All right, we getting close. Come on, little push up, slight push. Almost. All right, I'm in there. All right, we in these puts, man. We in these good old Tesla puts, dog. Oh man, that was good patience. Good patience. Good patience. Good patience. Good execution. But now we in these puts, man. So we gonna see what Elon. We gonna see what he got for us, man. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. How far we went up? We went up 5% so far. But let's see if we what's this level 2, 6. We might try to come up hit this level here, but we shall see. Mm, 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 mm. One more quick check on hymns. You know, we gotta let this finish and play out. So that's what we look like on hymns. Tesla, I mean, slight reject, but maybe this one. That's what it was looking at. Possibly. Maybe. Nah. I'm going with this one. This one got more touches. This one I went with. And I'm staying with it. I'm sticking true to it. I'm sticking true to it. But man, we shall see. We shall see. We got 2 plays in. We got Hims and we got Tesla. Hey. I would say if there was a time to do it, this would be the time because the market has went up a lot we went up a lot in the past 3 days. So I definitely think it is time for a pullback. I've been saying it for a minute and it ain't came yet. But I think it'll be good. Obviously have your stop loss in 20%. 20%. And yeah, we should be good. But and then if I'm looking at this, we'll see. We'll probably see. When we do push down, we will probably see. It might take 4 hours or so. If I'm looking at the market, kind of just seesaw right now. But if I go to, we usually go down on a Monday, so shorting Tesla into a Monday, it's good. And then if I'm looking at, if we look at the hour of the day, it's kind of mixed. But usually we have a strong close, almost 70% of the time. So we're gonna have to get through and fight through that. And then get through it. But nonetheless, good. Followed the system, followed the plan, executed. So I mean, as far as like ranking it as a good trade or not, I would call it a good trade, good emotions, good patience, good execution. So on that aspect, we did a good job. Now we just gotta wait and see what the outcome is. What's this level? 2. Yeah, we might come up to try to hit that 200 anyway. And then pull back down. Yep, pushing up to that 200 EMA. And then let's see if we get a reasonable push down from there. But if I go to, let's see, what we doing on the 10-minute? And then let me, because I can put what time? Yeah, 2 hour. So I can see what my emails. Oh, forgot.
T-Mobile, we actually missed on their new subscriber ads, and it says about big shots.
Video to 108. We there. But yeah, man, if I'm looking at Tesla, it's looking like we're gonna hit this 200. The EMA on the 2 hour, and then try to get it pushed down from there. So that'll be like our last line of defense. But if we push above that, we just gonna be out. Just gonna be out. But looking at the trade, it's holding pretty good. You know, we would definitely, as far as like price action telling us we're wrong. If this just goes in our like if this was to hit our stop loss, we would just have to be totally wrong on this trade, right? So price action is going to tell us we're wrong. And you can that's a good thing about options. You can you know, using the structure of options contracts, you can, you know, kind of like get what you want out of the trade. So I like doing in the money, going a little bit in the money, because that helps with the stop loss. It takes longer for your stop loss to get hit. And then I'll just have to be wrong if price action tell me to be wrong. So, but yep, we shall see. What happens? We'll see if it rejects from this level and pushes down. And then too, I mean, it's nothing for Tesla. What we're up 6.5%. I mean, it's nothing for Tesla to fall. That's some percentage either. So we just gotta see. Yeah, we just gotta see. But I am about to hop off stream. I appreciate you guys like always. But yeah, I appreciate you guys like always. I want you guys to have an amazing day. I will see you guys Sunday. Sunday. You guys know we got Alpha Investing this Sunday, where I basically go over the market and give you guys some free game. And then after that, if you're Apex, you guys know we're gonna have our call at 9 o'clock Central Time, 9 p.m. Central Time. Alpha Investing is, yes, everybody enjoy your weekend. Everybody enjoy your weekend. You as well. I appreciate you. But yeah, Alpha Investing is Sunday at 7 p.m. Sunday at 7 p.m. And then Apex, our call is gonna be Sunday at 9 p.m. Central. Apex game. Yeah, for sure. Everybody have a good weekend, man. Shout out to my team. Shout out to everybody at Apex. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all on Sunday.